Alright guys, we're going to attempt this example right here. We're going to try to factor out some x-intercepts from it. So it says y equals x squared plus 1x minus 20. As you can probably expect, I'm going to be using the box and diamond method here. Well, the first thing we got to do is put our full-on ax squared in the top left. So this is going to give us x squared. We can actually change the font for this one. There we go. All right, we also don't know what's going to be on either of these two diagonals, but in the bottom, we're going to have our negative 20. Fantastic. Well, we got to figure out what goes on the top and the bottom over here and here. So what we're going to do is we are going to multiply these two and put it on top of our diamond. So negative 20 times x squared is, yeah, you guessed it, negative 20x squared. Can actually make that a little bigger so it actually fits. There we go. So negative 20x squared. Down below, we're going to put our b term, which is 1x. So 1x. We need to figure out what numbers can multiply to negative 20x squared and add to 1x. Well, something you should notice, hopefully, is that this top one here is negative. And what that means is that one of these two values needs to be negative. So we know one's going to be negative and one's going to be positive. So let's think about all the different numbers that we can that multiply to negative 20x squared. We can start putting all of our thoughts and work right here. Okay, so we could think of maybe negative 20x times 1x. That would definitely give us negative 20x squared. We could also do the opposite of that, which is 20x times negative 1x. That would work. We could do negative 10x times 2x. That would also work. Opposite of that is 10x times negative 2x. How else can we think of getting 20? 4 and 5? Yeah. So we could do 4x times negative 5x. And the opposite of that, which is 5x times negative 4x. Okay, now let's take a look at these groups and see what would happen if we added them. Well, negative 20 plus 1 is negative 19. That's not what we're looking for. 20 minus 1 is positive 19. Still not what we're looking for. Negative 10 plus 2 is negative 8. Not what we're looking for. Positive 10 minus 2 is positive 8. Still not what we're looking for. 4 minus 5 is negative 1, getting closer. And then 5 minus 4 is positive 1. We found our groups. Let's put a 5x and a negative 4x in there. All right, and if we know these, we can fill out the rest of our box. So let's just go ahead and bring it on actually over here. We'll do 5x, we'll do 4x. We can actually just take this whole thing and just put it over here because that's where I was originally going to put it. Okay. Well, how do we get x squared? Well, that's easy. We're going to have an x, and then on each end, so we'll put that x right here. Okay, and we also know that we should put an x right here, since to get x squared we need x and x. Okay, well, what times x will give us 5x? Well, how about 5? So let's expand this out. There we go, x plus 5. And then down here, what times x will give us 4x? Well, how about positive 4? Sorry, that's supposed to be a negative 4, isn't it? So it would be x minus 4. All right, and we now have our two binomial roots. So let's go ahead and write those down here. X plus 5 and x minus 4. And those, of course, equal our y. All right, well, last thing we have to do here is solve for what would happen if we wanted our y to equal 0 for our x-intercepts. Okay, well, what would we have to plug into this x to cancel out this 5? Well, how about a negative 5? And lastly, what would we have to plug into this x to cancel out this negative 4? Well, how about a positive 4? And we have our two answers. Our two x-intercepts are negative 5, 0 and 4, 0. And thank you for watching.